P&L. They link all together like a jigsaw. So I'm gonna show you the consolidation for real up there on the screen. If you take a look, profit and loss for the year. This is the profit and loss for the year. Look at the number here. 349 loss. Alright. This 349 loss break into two parts. First part go to the parent equity holders, and the second go to NCI. Alright. And also from 349 here, when you're looking at statement of comprehensive income, this is the income statement. Calculate profit and loss, just like what you learned. Income subtract revenue subtract by expense whatsoever. You got the profit. And then from the profit here, 349, same number, right? And you have OCI part, other comprehensive income. Add all number together, you got 32. Finally, total comprehensive income for year is 316. What are in OCI? You learned about this before. You remember this? AFS, available for sale from the mark to market. It's right here. Gain or loss on change in value from AFS. It's right here. Alright, so remember these two numbers, 349 and 316. Alright, which is 316 break into 352 and 35. Still got the same. Where is go? It's go to statement of change in shareholders' equity. Basically, in statement of change shareholder equity, you're gonna have first common stock part, which is issue share and the share premium. Second, you're gonna have retained earning part. Alright, and what I did not highlight, you can take a look here. This is what we call other components in shareholder equity part. So we got three parts basically. The yellow, green, yellow, brown, and blue, basically like this. And we have NCI part too. They provide the reconciliation between the number at the beginning to the end. And at the end, this is what you got. Long number right here. They can move all the purple line here into statement of financial position. This is equity part of year 2017. Look what they got. They got capital part, yellow line. They got retained earning part, blue line. And they have other component part, the green line. We got three parts like this. They move all the part here, where they get it from. They get it from statement of change in shareholder equity. So when you go to look at your work on the real financial statement, you know how they link, just like that. They link each other that way. Otherwise, you get lost. You're gonna ask me, Ajahn, after you go to OCI, where it go? You go to PL, where it go? They keep doing like this. Just be patient with the big number. Alright, I try to show you like this. Look, this is the major component part. Equity 819. I think it's too small for you. Hold on. 819 and 4847. 819, 4847. All right. What else? 271, 81. 271, 81. What else they got? 50, 4851. 50, 4851. And 269, 674 is here. 269, 74. And if you look above, what is this? They are all other, here total other components of shareholder equity. Just like when sometimes you mark to market from available to sales, gain or loss from translation, everything is in other components here. So they not affect retained earnings straight away. All right, make sure you understand where the numbers goes around. Otherwise you get lost after accounting people try to say to you. Okay, now get back to what we left out. You finish with consolidated statement of financial position. Now let's take a look what's going to be to the profit and loss. On acquisition date, the statement of financial position is right there. You need to identify what you got. Asset, liabilities, goodwill, whatsoever. But now let's say 1 year later after you acquire, the parent and subsidiary got operation. Sometimes the parent sells product to the subsidiary, or subsidiary sells product to the parent. We call this as intercompany transaction. All right, we call this like intercompany transaction. So if you take a look, well, if we do consolidation, if we put sales between parent and subsidiary together equal to total sales, it's going to blow up the sales balance, right? Because the purpose of consolidated financial statement is what? Is the statement that represent the financial position and firm operating performance as a group company. What that's supposed to mean by the group company? You got to show asset, liability, that you got the right on the third party in terms of asset. In terms of liabilities, consolidated financial statement should report obligation that you owe to the third party. So, accounting job is we need to eliminate intercompany balance. For example, if I make a sales, I'm the parent. I make a sale to subsidiary. Debit AR, credit sales. Right? Let's say for 100 baht. If I show like this, I'm the parent. I sell to subsidiary. When I make sales, a debit AR, credit sales. Let's say 100. 100. One subsidiary get my product. They debit purchase, credit AP, 100. If you do consolidation, what happened? AR of the parent, put it back, add with AR of the subsidiary, right? AP of the parent, add to AP of subsidiary. Is there anything wrong? this AR and this AP is the same person, right? It's an intergroup company. So if you let it go, it means what? If this AR report on the financial statement is represent like what? It means the group company owe to the subsidiary. This is not right to say. Because the AR that should be reported on the consolidated financial statement should be the right to get money from the third party. So my job is I need to eliminate them, to get rid them from the consolidated financial statement. Look on the income statement. I make a sales 100, make a purchase 100 from subsidiary. So if I go to the financial statement of the parent and subsidiary, let's go with this one first. We have AR and we have AP. The parent say I have AR for 250. Subsidiary say, oh, I have AP for like 400. AP of parents, they got 550. Subsidiary have got 120. So in terms of consolidation, what you expect to see based on one transaction, which is like, I know I sell to them and they still owe me. I'm the parent, they are subsidiary. Look, consolidation should be what? 250 plus 120, but in this AR 250, they got subsidiary in there. We need to subtract 100. Is that right? To get the right AR. So it means what? The total AR that the group company got the right to claim money from outside the group should be 270. If I break it down, it's going to be what? 120 belong to subsidiary to get the money from other, and 150 that the parent should get money from the third party. Because in 250 here, 150 belong to third party and 100 belong to subsidiary, which is not right to report. Alright? For AP, 550 plus 400, but in 400 we got two parts. 300 belong to third party, 100 belong to the parent. So in terms of consolidation, what you got? 550 plus 400 subtract by 100. What is 100? The 100 here is this guy, right? Should not be reported in consolidation. Otherwise it means what? The group company owe to the parent, which is not right. That's why we need to kick it out. So finally, what you got, you're gonna get AP for 850. Break it down. Belong to the parent and belong to subsidiary for 300. This represents this guy. This means what? This belongs to this. And this belongs here. And this belongs here. This. Oh my God. I can say it in your face. That's the way it is when we do consolidation. I didn't do for debit and crediting. I know you guys are going to be crazy like y'all, for sure. You can say that. So I just say plus and minus to make sure we understand how we get consolidated number. Now let's move to the income statement. We got parent, we got subsidiary. Alright, we got parent, we got subsidiary. We have sales, we have purchase, we give. Well, let's say the parent say I have 4,000 sales. They say I got 1,500. For purchase in the income statement, the parent say, oh, I
โด
got
ยโพสต์ก็คือว่าถ้า
2,200.
คุณ
Here
มี
I
การซื้อ
got
ขายระหว่างบริษัท
800.
คุณบริษัทลูกที่คุณคอนโทรล
In terms of
เม
consolidation,
คอัพเรเวนิวขึ้นมา
what
ไม่
happened?
ได้
Put sale together, right?
ทรานแซคชั่นระหว่าง
4,000 plus 1,500. But what happened? Look, hey, the transaction couple minutes ago, I make a sale to subsidiary. So if I break it down, 3,900 is from third party. 100 I sell to the subsidiary. Is that correct? Right? In terms of purchase, on the subsidiary side, hey, I bought from third party for 700, but 100 I bought from parents. You guys got it? So in consolidation, to be fair, because I want to represent the financial statement that I got it from third party. So 4,000 plus 1,500, I should subtract by 100 to get the right consolidated sale. Same thing for purchase, should be and minus 100 to get the right cost of goods sold. You guys okay for that? This means what? My job as an accounting person, get rid of intercompany transaction. We want to get rid of intercompany transaction. Otherwise, parent and subsidiary can manipulate lots of numbers to generate huge sales, to generate huge expense or revenue, isn't it? So to consolidate it means to get rid of intercompany transaction and represent what we should see. All right? Okay? Another term that you want to hear is, maybe you don't want to hear, I'm going to hear by myself. Another term that you need to learn is we have the technical term called downstream and upstream sales. What that's supposed to mean, downstream and upstream sales. Normally, the way we write the structure of ownership is like this. P, O, S. Let's say home for 90% or 80%. You're gonna have like debit investment in S, in subsidiary, credit cash. Let's say for 65, like for example. When they do downstream sale, what that's supposed to mean? It mean what? It mean parent make a sale to subsidiary. That's what we call downstream sales. All right. So for DS, it mean parent sale to subsidiary. Like I sell inventory to my subsidiary, like that. Or I sell my land to subsidiary. Subsidiary buy the land from me. I'm a parent. My subsidiary buy the land from me. That's what we call, I do downstream sales. What about upstream sale? Going to be the other way around. When you say upstream sale, it means what? Subsidiary sell something to the parents. They sell up like that. Who got the profit? Subsidiary got the profit. When we call downstream sale, who got the profit? Parent got the profit. But in terms of consolidation, should the profit be reported? No. For example, I'm the parent. I sell the land to subsidiary. Okay? Let's say the land original cost as 100. I make a sales to subsidiary for 120. How much gain I report? 20. Right? When they make a record, I debit cash, credit land. but I got money 120, so I credit gain on land sold for 20. Right? I credit gain on land sold for 20. So in this case, the gain is reported in the parent financial statement. And the land, when subsidiary record, they're gonna debit land, credit cash at 120. Because this amount that they pay is net, and they record the land at cost that they bought from subsidiary, from the parent at 120. Now, let's do consolidation. I'm going to draw you these pictures. Parent, subsidiary, all right? The land moved from here to here. Take a look. When we first buy the land from third party, I debit land, credit cash for 100. When I first got the land in my book, right, I bought from third party at 100. And now I sell this same land to subsidiary. So what I record is, oh, land go out for 100. Got the money, 120. Got the gain for 20. This is for the parent record. Subsidiary record. I got the land at 120, credit cash for 120. Now, when you do consolidation, I put the rooftop on. How much land should we report in consolidation? 120 or 100? How much should we report?
120.
If you report 120, it means you represent the cost as subsidiary bought from the parent. But in fact, if the subsidiary bought from the third party, how much they should pay? 100. Right? If subsidiary bought directly from the third party, they should pay at original price, isn't it? For 100. So in consolidation, they should report land at 100 only. Now let's take a look at the income statement. In the income statement, the parent report gain at 20. Is that right? In consolidation, should the parent report this gain? In consolidated financial statement?
No.
Why? Why the company should not report this gain? If you report the gain, I'm going to ask who you get the money from. Right? This gain is happen between parent and subsidiary. It's not the gain from the group and the outside. It's not the gain between the group and outside. So my job is keep this out and knock this down to 100. That's it. So in consolidated financial statement, what you're going to see is, I'm going to see the land at 100 and gain to be 0. No gain in console. My job is eliminate them. Your job is make sure you understand what I did. Why I did to you. If I don't do it, what I'm going to say is, if I don't do elimination, the land will be at 120. Is this fair? No. Think about if you create a company and make a sale like this, create lots of transactions between you and subsidiary. Without elimination, what happened? Asset blow up. What happened to revenue? Revenue blow up. My job is make financial statement to be fair to you. That's why I need to report everything, just like the group got it from third party. Okay? To make sure you understand this, turn on the hand up. Let's go to page 22.
ได้เลย
Here. Go to handout. Remember last Monday we did this one, right? The last Monday we got this one. Turn to couple page. You got this. See it? Okay. Now you on your own to finish this one. What I'm asking you is, I'm asking you to calculate A, B, C, and D.
แค่นี้3
You got at the back. Sorry, this is quite not good. You can get piece of paper by yourself.
สัญญาเสียดี
Pentagon and Sonia. P and S. Sonia is 90% owned by Pentagon.